out canvassing for Jeremy Corbyn again, this time in the Tufnell Park area. There's loads of misinformation out there. People seem to think that, you know, we've just got to stop the Tories, so we have to vote Labour in Islington North. It's not the case, obviously. We might know that, but we have to make sure that people on the doorstep know that as well. Like I say, loads of people still aren't fully aware that Corbyn is standing as an independent candidate and that he's not Labour's candidate this time round. So it's important to do more door knocking, more of the data entry sessions and all of that stuff. Spoke to a junior doctor earlier who is on strike at the moment, so I gave my solidarity, of course. She is definitely going to be voting Jeremy Corbyn specifically because she's really annoyed with the Labour candidate who was campaigning outside the Whittington Hospital the other day and said absolutely nothing about the junior doctors, also because of his positions on NHS privatisation as well.
Privatisation of healthcare is very, very important, and it's about what the private sector can do to prove its worth to the public sector quite a lot of the time.
Spoke to someone who is a postal voter. They voted already, voted for Corbyn, which is just great because it means we don't need to pester them on polling day to get the vote out. It does feel like it's neck and neck at the moment. I know we saw the polling out the other day that was quite disheartening, that said that Corbyn was on around 29% and that the Labour candidate is on 42%. And yeah, definitely on the doorstep, it feels like it is going to be close. But I say this as someone who was only recently a member of the Labour Party. There aren't any good reasons to vote for them here. People seem to be saying things like, just want to make sure that, you know, we're part of a Labour majority. So it almost feels like people maybe just want to be part of the winning team, which again is not a good reason to vote in this election. It's not a good reason to take away a seat from a man who has really, really well served this community for 40 plus years. So hopefully a load of the people who are kind of undecided so far will back the right candidate, Jeremy Corbyn, but we'll see. I think it is going to be tight. I think there's going to be plenty of undecideds or people who don't usually vote who are going to play a real decisive role in the election in Islington North. So if you can, it'd be great if you could come and help, whether that's door knocking or doing data entry, where all of the data we've just been collecting now, seeing whether people are thinking of voting for Corbyn, whether they're a postal voter, all of that sort of stuff. We have a data entry session where we input that data so it can be digitised, and so that on polling day we know whose door to knock on. So if you want to be part of any of that, please do sign up. Go to the website, get involved if you can. It's really easy and it's definitely worthwhile. It's going to be really, really tight. It's not often that you can play a part in democracy where it matters. Mostly these things are decided already. There aren't many marginals. This is going to be a marginal this time round. So if you can, you should get involved.